town. So, all right. So here we go again. He just Tank totally just contradicts himself by basically. I'm gonna keep this short because the dude that said there's no room for had no problem fighting him, but you want to make accusations towards Devin Haney. See, this is how people get. Why won't you fight him? It's just always a legion of excuses at welterweight for you to say that you will go fight him. And then Tank said he'll go fight him in Saudi Arabia, but he thought Saudi Arabia is Turkey. Tank, quit while you ahead. Turkey and Saudi Arabia is two different places. Okay, two different places, bro. But then again, this is the same Tank where his fans say, "Oh, he can't leave the house. He can't leave the house. He on house arrest." But he talked about he gonna go fight overseas. And the UK. Last time I checked, the UK is overseas. Last time I checked, you still needed a passport to go to the UK. So what's the difference? You complained about Snack. You made these fake accusations. And keep in mind, you didn't have no issue with Snack when Mario Barrios fought you. You beat Mario Barrios. See, they just be throwing stuff out there. This is called, throwing shit out there and seeing if it's gonna stick to the wall. But it's sliding right off because Tank continues to basically show nothing but blatant hypocrisy. And that's all Tank is displaying, hypocrisy. So how you gonna explain you talking about you will go up to 147 and fight Conor Benn? And what belt does Conor Benn have? But then keep in mind, these are the same people that say, "Oh, well, if Devin moves up to 147, he need to go fight Boots Ennis." Well, why don't Tank go fight Boots Ennis? Now, the problem is Tank ain't worried about no weight when it comes to fighting the smaller Inoue. But all of a sudden, he concerned about Devin Haney's weight and only concerned about Devin Haney's weight, but he ain't worried about Conor Benn's weight. Because Conor Benn had what you would call a lackluster performance. Conor Benn looked mediocre at best. So now all of a sudden Tank's lies light up and say, "Oh, okay, that's doable. Okay, let me see, can I make something happen? Yeah, what's up, Toby? Let me see, can I make something happen? Let me see, can I get Al on the phone? Al, call Eddie. See, can we possibly entertain the fight with?" Oh, okay, so you'll go to. I bet you Tank could take that $20 million. Then I bet you he'll take that $20 million to fight Conor Benn. I guarantee you he'll take that $20 million to fight Conor Benn. And I guarantee you he ain't gonna require two Ferraris. I mean, Tank is laughable now, and he's just a joke. He's just a joke. He's coming across as a hypocrite. He's coming off as a dude that don't know what the hell he wants. So you gonna skip past 140 in a very lucrative fight with Devin Haney to fight Conor Benn, a guy that's been popped for performance-enhancing drugs. But you basically made these accusations towards Devin Haney with Snack, who hasn't been popped. So I just want to show you the hypocrisy and how Tank constantly contradicts himself. So what is the excuses that the Tank fans are going to use now to try to justify this latest BS and the latest garbage that's coming out of Tank? Now, Tank tweeted this. He said he only need 3 weeks to train. And he's saying that he's willing to go to Turkey. Well, that sounds good to a certain degree, but keep in mind Ricky Hatton was white. Or he is white. Conor Benn is black. But I guess he feel like, but if I'm not mistaken, Conor Benn, can he even fight in the UK? I heard he couldn't even fight in the UK. But Tank ain't trying to be a legend. Tank is trying to basically he's basically trying to skate on by. Least amount of resistance from opponents. Basically carefully pick, construct your next fight. But at the end of the day, once again, Leonard Ellerbe talking about Devin need to get his weight up. Well, what do you think Conor Benn did? How many people you think streamed that fight? I don't even think. I mean, I'm just saying. At the end of the day, it was just to get a feel of Conor Benn. You know, I sent somebody out there to cover the fight, and that was just basically it. You know, I watched the fight later, and Conor Benn looked mediocre. So of course, Tank would say, "Yeah, give me that dude." But all of a sudden, he's talking about Devin Haney. He wants to put weight stipulations. He wants this to happen. He wants Ferraris and all this stuff. I ain't heard him say he wants Ferraris to fight Conor Benn. So now all of a sudden he don't mind going to Turkey, and which, by the way, he's not going to Turkey. He's going to Saudi Arabia. Once again, Tank, Turkey and Saudi Arabia is two different places. Even I know that. I hate to say this. Tank might screw around and catch a bad one. And what I mean by catch a bad one, Tank might have a Buster Douglas moment. I hope it don't happen to him, but Tank might have a Buster Douglas moment. Well, I mean, at the end of the day, Tank fans can't really talk their way out of this one. They have nowhere to go. They are backed into a corner. You know what I'm saying? With high-powered machinery. They cannot get out of this. Tank sat up there and complained and whined about Devin's weight, and he may have to put a rehydration clause and all this kind of stuff, in which I told Team Haney, I told Bill, and I told him to tell Devin, do not take no rehydration clause. So, like I said, once again, you ain't worried about Conor Benn's weight. Conor Benn is 2 weight classes above you. 2 different weight classes. Man, Tank fought at 140. What is you talking about, Leonard? What is you talking about, Leonard? So how you gonna justify not fighting Devin Haney but fighting Conor Benn if you do and Tank can do what he want? Tank the A side. Hey, listen, man, you ain't gonna be able to keep using that A side excuse to try to justify Tank fighting these type of dudes when there's more than far more credible fighters that Tank can fight out there. I'd rather see Tank fight somebody like go up to 140. I'd rather see Tank. I'd be more acceptable with Tank fighting somebody like Josh Taylor or Jose Ramirez if he chose to go up to 140, or Teofimo Lopez. That fight would make all the sense in the world. Or Jermaine Ortiz. If not Devin Haney, if he chose to go back up to 140, at least some of these people Tank is fighting like you. See, and this is what I'm saying. From this day forward, I don't want to hear nobody complain about who Devin Haney choose to fight. Because if you okay with you, the same people that say, Devin, he need to fight. If he go up to 147, he need to fight Boots. Y'all always trying to rally behind Boots or anybody that you think could be the dude that you don't like, or anybody that's affiliated. Because all it come down to is a lot of people are jealous and they don't like some of the dudes in the LDBC. So they think any fighter that's attached to the LDBC, they feel like, or whatever you want to call it. Or whatever you want to call it. So they figure that's with Boots. That's why they were saying Devin should go up to 147 and fight Boots. Okay, well, tell Tank to go fight Boots then. You tell Tank to go fight Boots, since he talked about going up to 147. Tell Tank to go fight Boots, and then the winner of Boots and Tank, they can fight Devin Haney at 147. So go tell Tank to fight Boots, since y'all love the match make so much. That's all this stuff come down to. That's all it come down to. So that's my thing. You go tell. So that's my thing. You go tell Tank since he entertaining the thought of going up to 147. Tell him to go fight. Since he entertaining the thought of going up to 147. Tell him to go fight. Tell him to go fight Boots. They exclusively had, and Boots kind of like who's interested in his services. Well, tell Tank to go fight Boots. I don't want Devin, if he gonna move up to 7, he need to go fight Boots. Tell Tank to go fight Boots, or tell him to go fight Errol Spence. But we know Tank ain't gonna do that. We know Floyd ain't gonna put Tank in the ring with no boots. We all know Conor Benn didn't look that good, so that's why Tank calling him out. Tank call out them dudes that don't look too good, that come off kind of shaky. We already knew he was gonna stop Garcia. We already knew he was going. We already knew that. But Tank better hurry up and get back in the ring, because it's gonna been a year since Tank last fought. Tank haven't had a fight since April. But just to hear him entertain the thought, yeah, Tank looking real bad, man. His fans can't defend this shit. But anyway, just wanted to give my quick take on this. I'm out.